Hey guys, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. We are gonna do today's flyover video. We're gonna talk, we're gonna chat, see what you guys got going on, and see if you guys got any questions about what is up. Let me know in the comments if the audio is working like it should. Hoping that it is. Let's see here. We've got, let me see, I've got to cancel something here. Had the wrong thing pop up. And I'm going to fix that. And video and audio is good. Thank you, Justin. Tyler wants me to be the Prime Minister of Canada. I don't think they take me. I just don't think I'm their type. So Sebastian says, hi, Bear, and hi, everyone else. Gordon, yo, dude, all the best for a happy day. Sebastian says, Green Day. Okay, yes. We're trying to make them all green days, aren't we? So, did you guys get a chance to see my Nikola and Lucid update video over the weekend? If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you had any thoughts, questions, comments. Want to talk about that if you'd like. I just want to know what you guys think. I just wanted to do that video because I wanted to get more stuff out there that might be relevant. And I know the market is crappy, but I just thought it would be good to share. So we only got about 14 people on. I was hoping to get a couple more than that. Now, there's 15. It looks like most of you have already hit that like button. So we'll get started here in a couple minutes. So we did our flyover today. Can't say that we saw much going on except for the framework. There are construction guys out there. I want to get to about, I was going to say, I want to get to about 20 people, and then poof, it hit 20. So Sebastian, sure, I like that diesel sign. Yeah, that was a really good video that we were able to get with that diesel truck right behind the Nikola tray, and then that truck pulls away, and then the sound goes away. It was pretty good. But I'm hoping you guys also like that update video. So let's take a look at the flyover from today. We decided to make it a little bit more cinematic than we normally do. We were able to take off from our normal spot, and we took off. We put it into sport mode, and then we just took off. None of it is sped up at all. So it was just a cool shot, not really of Nikola, but of the canal, and that's behind it, and the berm that we sit on. So let me get that. See if I can get that QuickTime thing away. I'll just move this over here for now. Just doing we added another picture to our every 2-month recap that we have. Let's see, Tyler. Let's see. We'll go to Jokel82. Hi and greetings from Sweden. Thanks for sharing. All right, check this out. This is regular speed. We were going 47 miles per hour, and we just zipped along there. And eventually we take a right, not a hard right, and just a swooping view of the site, gaining altitude. Really nice takeoff. I think that looked really awesome. And like I said, that is not sped up. Let's see. Tyler, do you think the progress is going a bit slowly, especially the dyno building? I think the dyno building is moving along at what is considered a normal pace. They've got concrete that's curing. Same thing at the security building. And that's what we're going to see right here at the dyno building. You can see the concrete has been poured on the left side. We'll pause it right here. Okay, so we've got the concrete's all poured over here. It's all poured over here. It looks like they've poured it under here, and they've put a cover over it. And they've got this all prepped up. Yeah, could it go faster? I'm sure it could, but I think they are moving along at the pace that they were probably contracted to. This is not Wallbridge doing this. This is no, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not sure of the name, but I think it starts with an S. They're the ones actually doing this part of the project. But like I said, it's not Wallbridge. Zooming in there, you can see these guys are doing whatever they're doing. I'm not sure what. I just see them moving around, so we don't get to see what they're doing. But yeah, that whole area is covered with where the concrete was put down. And you can see the guys in the top right. They are also working on the rebar. This almost looks like a post-tension slab with the rebar that's coming out there, which makes it stronger. But yeah, it is a little bit slower than I would like to see, but it is what it is. Loud pipe save lives. You have to wait for concrete to cure. Yeah, and that is what we're doing, waiting for concrete to cure. And that can take, depending on how long they want to wait, it could be 2 to 4 weeks before they start putting things up on that. It just depends on what they're doing next. If they're just putting up steel, they have to wait longer. JJ, what's up, Bear? Hey, JJ, good to see you here. I think we missed you one day last week. Tyler, did they contract someone else because it's a more specialized construction project? No, I think Wallbridge could have handled this. Why they went with another company, I think it had something to do probably with price or availability. I'm not sure. I wasn't told, but all I know is that someone else was doing it, and I think that it was commented that they are moving slow. So, yeah, JJ, what happened to you on the last stream? You missed the stream. I kind of felt naked without you on here. It's kind of awkward for me, but I got through it. So coming up to the Nikola trays that are out, we see one on the left, and one thing that we noticed, besides this one being filthy, I don't know how this thing got so dirty, but if you look at the top of that, there's dirt all over it, but there's also markings. It says G5 on it. So not sure what that's supposed to signify. And yeah, JJ, you lose your attendance award. Sorry. But the G5 is just a marking now that we can look at in the future to see if it's a different truck. Maybe there'll be a G6. Maybe there was a G4 and we didn't see it. We got another BEV in the tent. We got the plate number, that manufacturer plate number, so that, or it's either manufacturer or that's a dealer plate. They're about the same color. So we'll have to see. We're going to have to zoom in a little bit more on that one time and see if that's a dealer or manufacturer. There's a rear view of what's going on underneath the axles, those E-axles there. And a lot of wiring, a lot of things. I assume that they'll cover those when they're done. Let's see. So maybe they're going to recycle the energy from the dynamo to produce hydrogen. Yeah, that would be interesting. I wonder if you could actually do that. Probably cost too much and not make it worthwhile. Here's an overhead look of the roof. You can see all the air conditioner units. You see some guys working on the edge there. Up here, there's a couple guys up there. There's a couple guys over here. I think these are AC guys doing their things to get these things set up, because that is one of the new units right there. So besides putting them there, there's a lot of things that have to get hooked up. So I'm sure that that's what they're working on. We don't see any more work or progress on the front facade. It's still open, or at least on the outside. They may have put something down to seal up that area. JJ says, y'all see that Tesla not going to deliver any semis in 2021? We might steal the Pepsi order. You know what? It is possible. I'm not sure about stealing it, but I'm sure that they can go to Nikola and fill a void that's now going to be there. Tesla needs to focus on what they're doing, and they will then produce these other things like the Cybertruck, the Semi, the Roadster, all the $25,000 car, all those things that were put on hold now. Peyton says, Bear, did you buy Lucid stock yet? I still just have a few shares. I didn't have any cash available because I bought in with all my available cash when Nikola was getting down to $7 a share, which is already paying off. So we're waiting for it to go up a little bit before we unload that. Then not sure where we're going to put it next, but might be Lucid. Very good chance, especially if Lucid stays at this price. So you can see on this side, still not a whole ton of activity. This area over here, this is a lot of the production equipment. We're still waiting to see that stuff start to disappear when it goes inside. I kind of feel like a lot of this area is being cleaned out a little bit. I think there's a lot less stuff there than there has been. We've got a pile of roofing material and no roof to put it on. So it looks like they're possibly getting materials for the future. This area right here, I'm going to slow this down, or stop it, I should say. This area right here looks like it's been freshly graded. We got a grader out there. It's been wet down. Maybe asphalt is imminent. Maybe. We'll have to see in the next week or so, but it really looks flat from our view all the way down to the road that comes off of here. This all looks like it's been prepped ready for asphalt. So we're hoping that happens really soon. Let's see, JJ, I think Nikola will take some huge orders this year. Maybe one of Pepsi, Walmart, Amazon. And Deep said Amazon, they have Rivian. Amazon does, or Rivian, Amazon and Rivian are connected, but those are only from the hub to the doorstep. That's only the small trucks. The semis, one of our episodes of fast charging, right after I come back from Vegas, I saw, going up to Vegas and then back down, saw probably about 50 semis that said Amazon on them, and they're all diesel. And while they may be looking at other companies, Kenworth or Freightliner or someone who's going to come out with something Volvo, they have a lot of semis out there. I think I looked it up and it was in the neighborhood of like 20,000 semis. So Rivian is not making semis. They're making short haul 125 mile trucks. So yeah, Amazon is a possibility. JJ, Tesla fanboys, when Nikola delivers 2 trucks, only 2, okay, getting into that all caps thing. Company, when Tesla delivers 0 semis, bullish. Tesla too busy for semis. Tesla is too busy. So hey, we got our review of the frames here. We'll go back to the comments in a little bit. So you can see this pile right here. This was originally 10 frames, and then it was sitting there for a while. Then it went to 11, and it stayed like that. They had another pile of 20 frames just out of view of this picture. They have stacked every one of these frames, and what it looks like is that they're doing some sort of work on these frames before they bring them in, probably because they have the people to do it, and they don't have the space inside. So they don't have, so they're just getting a head start. I'm calling it frame prep. Don't know what they're doing, but you can see these guys right here. We're going to zoom in on them. And it looks like they're sanding, grinding, making different holes in the frame. You can see there's a lot of holes, a lot of connection points. So either they're making more holes. It looks like on some of the frames that they had sanded down some of the sides, probably for brackets. So they're getting some work done here, and it's not heavy duty work. They're not welding. There's no welders out. They've got a cart with some tools on it, and these 3 guys are working on this and getting this prepped. And I think they're just going from each one. There must have been some sort of design change or something that needs to be done on these frames. And since they knew it had to be done and they had people there to do it, they went ahead and they started doing it outside. And you know, the weather here is not bad. It's probably 70 degrees, 60, 70 degrees. So you can work outside for something like that. Let's see. Tyler says Rivian doesn't make Class 8. That's right. We just said that. IML says they hardly have Rivian dying day by day. Well, they're probably getting their deliveries out, but we're not seeing too much. Sebastian, take a look at the chart. Big order in the last minute. What are we talking about, Sebastian? Real bullish, because Sam, Electric Viking, and Sam, Alexander, can only bring up things that happened 2 years ago. They are definitely living in the past. I'd like to see Sam do some FUD videos on Nikola and all the FUD that's going out there instead of actually being the FUD maker himself. He hates FUD. So, he calls out the media bias against Tesla, but not against other companies. Micah, will Nikola make any profit before they run out of money? Yes, Micah, they will. So that's the plan, okay? Thanks for joining us, Micah. I know you won't come back. Let's see. IML says, Micah, welcome. Number one hater. I'm going to give him number two. I think Michael Stanley puts a lot more effort into hating these videos than Micah does. Micah kind of just says the same thing, where Michael Stanley will come out with a lot of different stuff. A lot of it untrue, but I think he's got more hate built up. Let's see. Wait, are all the people named Sam Nikola haters? Yes, that's a prerequisite. Micah's real name is Sam, so is Michael Stanley. You can actually spell Sam out of Michael Stanley. You can get the letters there for it. So we got some work going on here. So just some more trench work. Could not see what they're doing. I zoomed in at that equipment that's over there. Wasn't able to tell what it is, but it just looks like some utility work. Nothing too exciting, but they're getting it done. Let's see. We'll skip the Micah stuff. Nikola stock order, probably. I don't know. Are we talking about that big order in the last minute? Let's see. Javier, Mondays are better because of Bear's videos, and you know it. Holding up my Nikola shares, thanks to you, bro. Selling on 50 and giving 50% of it to your channel, approximately $5,000. That would be awesome. I hope that happens. I got my fingers crossed. 50 would be incredible, not just because you would give me half, but just because that would be incredible. So flying back around on the east side, you can see the dyno building again and the wash building. The guys working over there, and then the big pile. This is our big pile. This is going to be a big sign that section of the building, of that phase, has been turned over to Nikola. Once that stuff starts moving in, they'll be bringing in their production equipment. For the last phase, they set up the production equipment themselves, I think, for the most part, and they didn't start doing that until the keys are actually handed over. So once we start seeing that equipment going in, we can assume that section of the building is nearly complete, or at least been handed over. And there still may be guys working on the inside. Yeah, we went out on the test loop and ran into security out there. I don't know if they were taking their lunch break, or maybe they're just drag racing themselves, seeing what kind of times that they can get. But we tried to chase him down, but we were unable to get him. But he was actually moving pretty decent speed. I don't know what he's doing, but maybe that's just part of his rounds. Deeps, 50 would make a market cap like Ford or GM. I don't see it. You know what, Deeps? Probably got to agree with you on that. I don't see that either, at least not now. Not for a while either. But hey, it would be nice. Short squeeze is always possible. That's true. Maybe someone needs to organize that. That would be great. There is a list of our Patreons. I want to thank all of our Patreons for the contributions that they've done and helped to keep this channel going. We're going to keep talking. I'm just going to restart the video. There is actually no news out in the last week. Anything that did come out, I did talk about in the update video that I did on Saturday. Let's see. Jugrag says, I ordered 100 fuel cell. Where are my 99 trays? Jugraj, you didn't order 100 FCEVs. I didn't see any announcements about it. TA will be the stations fueling the first FCEVs. Yeah, I'd like to see some more news on it. All others will be via mobile fueling stations. Yeah, it's going to be rough to coordinate the logistics of those things. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't know. I'd like to just see more news on the hydrogen stations. Has anybody heard anything else? Anything new on these hydrogen stations that are going to be built? IML says, I want a model toy version of the Nikola tray at Nikola Motors. Please make little trays. That would be really good. I think the only reason they don't make any merch is because of people like Micah saying, the only money you've made is off of merch. But I definitely think some Nikola Tre merch would be cool. A little Hot Wheels car or something like that. We're going to be putting up some shelves behind me in the have it done before maybe tomorrow's fast charging with B&B, which we're having tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That would be me and Brian from my Tesla weekend, talking about all things EV and alternative fuels. We don't have anything with Nikola or Lucid on the schedule, but please come join us tomorrow. But yeah, we are redecorating this wall behind me, and we're going to be putting up some things that I've had lying around, and a couple of new things. Going to put up some shelves. It's going to look good. But that's why I was looking at like little model cars, and I could not find anything with the Nikola. But that would be cool to have a little Semi there. I can get one of the Tesla one, and for like $180 or something, but I'm not paying that much for a toy, unless it's a cyber quad apparently. Let's see. Deep says, my buddy is a surveyor and is starting a CO2 pipeline, which I thought was interesting. It might be for hydrogen. What is a CO2 pipeline? They're transporting CO2. What would be the use for that? Just curious. I'm not doubting you. I just don't know why they would have long pipelines. I mean, I can understand it in smaller environments, labs, and things like that. TA recently released their 50th anniversary announcement reinforcing their commitment to build hydrogen stations with Nikola. Yeah, but when? Because I think the fuel cell is ahead of schedule, and that we need these stations sooner than later. Let's see here. Let's see. A Striker says, how many of these trucks have been delivered, do you think? If I had to guess off the top of my head, from what we've seen, at least 10 are out there, either doing testing or have been sent to different places. Micah says, Nikola is at 803. Thanks, Micah. We need stock updates. Could we get an update on Lucid, Tesla, NIO, GGPI, also, please, since you're checking the stock market for us? We would appreciate that. Let's see. Tyler says, did anyone see the 45-ish second video of Anheuser-Busch and see the Nikola 2 at about the 42-second mark? The videos of... Yeah, I had seen that, and I had retweeted that on Twitter, obviously, because that's where you tweet stuff. And I did see that, and it did leave me scratching my head a little bit because it's the Nikola 2. And there's no plans on the Nikola 2 that I know of. It's, well, maybe long term, but I just haven't seen anything in a long time about it. That's one thing. If Nikola's watching this, please, I beg you, update your website. Please get the badger off of there. Get current stats and current numbers up there. There's too much old stuff on there that needs to go away. They need to get someone on their webpage right away. You got Sam the Viking, the Electric Viking guy. Some of the stats that he got was based off of that website, and that hasn't been updated in a couple of years. And I don't believe that the numbers that he was giving out was correct, because he was just reciting the website. And I can't fault him for that, because he's going off of what is on that website. So anybody at Nikola, please, website needs updated, or at least certain things just removed. I think it would stop some of the FUD with people repeating some of the things that are out there. I read an article last week that said Nikola is still producing the Badger. I think it was from Entrepreneur, and they're just getting misinformation because they still see it on the website, or they're just ignorant about what's going on. But regardless, a little bit of cleanup on the webpage, please. Let's see. Deep Sea normally survey oil pipeline, but now CO2. CO2 is a byproduct when Oh, okay. CO2 is a byproduct when manufacturing hydrogen if it's not green hydrogen. If it's from other sources, from biofuels and things like that. So that must be what that is for. Those trucks are looking nice. All right. So get your questions in. We're probably going to be a little short today, shorter than normal. But let's get those questions in. I want to go over schedule for the week. Tomorrow, fast charging with B&B. I'd like to see more people, more of you guys watching the fast charging. Brian gets like 3 times the amount of viewers than I do. So I'd love to see you guys come back tomorrow. Won't be talking about Nikola. I know there's at least one Lucid article that we're going to be talking about. But I'd love to see you guys out there. We can chit chat. You guys can ask questions of Brian or me. You can give Brian a hard time, right, JJ, about whether or not he likes Nikola yet. But I just need more viewers because he gets 3 times the amount. He only has like 2,000 more subs than me. So why aren't we watching that? So that's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific. And then on Wednesday, we'll be doing our Lucid flyover, probably in the late afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock. And that, if you guys like Lucid, it's still fun to watch, even if you don't. To see the construction, to see all the cars that they're producing, see just for the naysayers to be wrong. Speaking of naysayers, Micah did not come back with my stock quote. Micah, come on, help me out. Well, let's see. Tyler says, Nikola will be making blue hydrogen with TC Energy. I live in Alberta, and natural gas is TC's bread and butter. Yes, TC Energy is the one who is going to be doing the Keystone Pipeline that was canceled by Biden, so they are definitely looking for other work to do. And if it's blue hydrogen, there probably will still be CO2 because it's not green. If anybody is wondering about the color differences, why are they actually colored that? No. Green hydrogen is just something that has no byproducts and is made purely from like an electrolyzer, and all the waste product is zero emission. Blue hydrogen is going to be a mix of other things. There's like a rainbow color wheel of different colors that they have, but there's all different types of hydrogen, and it's all based on how clean it is or not clean and how much emissions comes off of it. Let's see. Ogden says, what's up, Big Bear? Not much. We're just about wrapping it up here, but glad you could join us. Striker says, would you say that there is more demand for the fuel cell or the battery truck? It seems to be about equal right now, except for Anheuser's big order of 800. But I think that they'll probably get more battery orders for the time being right now, because that's ready to go. Fuel cell is still a bit off, and if I was looking to buy a fuel cell truck, a hydrogen truck, I'd probably be sitting back and waiting for somebody to actually have something out. When you got a big business like that, and you got a lot of things counting on this, you want to make sure everything's set up and working before you dive into it. So I think for now the battery electric is going to generate more sales, but we'll see how the future goes. Let's see. Sebastian, it's about time that Nikola invited you. Yeah, last I spoke to him not too long ago, looking at the end of March. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. Justin, do you know when Nikola will have the ability to make semis on an assembly line instead of what seems to be one by one right now? Yes, I got an idea. It's probably going to be by at the end of next month, at the end of February. That phase 1 section, which is the one under construction, is supposed to be done by the end of February. It may end up being the end of March. Who knows? But once they have that done, they will have a production line. It's not the world's largest production line by any chance, but that's when their production line is going to be done, and they will be able to start moving them down the line and going from station to station. Ogden, are we ready for a $15 stock comeback anytime soon? I'm ready. I'd love to see it. That would almost double my money in there right now. That'd make me very happy. Tyler says, in case people don't know, an electrolyzer takes 9 kilograms of water in order to make 1 kilogram of hydrogen and 8 kilograms of water. Yeah, it does take a lot, but there are people out there, there are companies out there that are making more and more efficient electrolyzers. There was one article that I saw about a company that's trying to do it without the heat process, and making it much more affordable because they're using a lot less electricity. Let's see. Deeps, you need to be able to fill up your hydrogen truck. Yeah, and that's why we need that infrastructure. The TAs need to start getting built. Have you looked into NEL ASA? You know what? I started to, and then I got distracted from it. I'm still going to do that. And I'm sorry, I will get to that. Do we have any prognosis for the next earnings call in February? I think a very small bit of earnings. That's what I think. And a very minimal amount of trucks delivered. I don't think it's going to be a great earnings call as far as that goes. I think there was more expectations than that. I think they've been pretty good with their financials, so I think they'll probably come under what the expected loss is supposed to be. Best of Movie says, keep on the good work. We will. Thank you. Alon's here. What awaits us? How much revenue in the first quarter? In the first quarter, I think revenue, there will be a few $1 million worth of revenue in the first quarter. Probably under 10, but that's the first quarter, not last quarter. And what are the profit expectations for the next quarter? Negative something. It's definitely going to be negative, whatever it is. NXX6325HP. Hi, does anybody know what is going on in Ulm, Germany? They're just working on trucks there, but we don't really know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. We haven't heard about any trucks coming out of there, but they're supposed to be doing that in the future. And they're probably just making test trucks because we're not getting any deliveries out of there. Anybody have a real idea? Say something, because I'm at a loss right now. Because I know Ulm was done months ago, but we don't really hear much about it, do we now? So let's see here. We do have 48 people here. I want to thank everyone who is here for joining us. I will remind you, tomorrow's live stream is going to be fast charging with B&B. Love to see you guys there. By the way, we have 24 likes, and there's 50 people watching this right now. I know Micah didn't hit the like button, but can we get the rest of you guys to just hit that like button to help the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, so that more people will see this? Let's see, Tyler, the big thing for revenue, can they get some semiconductor chips? Oh, yeah, I think that they can. Being the limited amount of production that they're doing, I think they should have what they need. What I think needs to happen is that they need to get that production line up and going and start putting out trucks. I want to be able to fly over there, get a picture of 6 trays sitting in the waiting area, waiting to be picked up by another truck so that they can be delivered somewhere. Jeeps, as long as crypto mining slows down, they will be able to make chips. Crypto miner buy all the video cards and use all the resources. I think that's definitely part of it. I think there's other issues, like so many people now working from home and using more and more electronics. This was inevitable at some point. There's chips in every single thing. They're now in your Christmas lights. They're in everything, and it just takes a lot of effort to make them. They don't just pop out off of a chip tree, you know. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna just about wrap it up here if I don't see any other questions. And just remind you, we're gonna be back Tuesday live streaming, gonna be back Wednesday live streaming, and we will be going over different things and different topics tomorrow with fast charging with B&B. And Alon did have a question. Is it good that Tesla has postponed its truck to 2023? It's good for Nikola and others that are working through that, because I think Tesla still has a decent semi-truck if they can produce it the way that they say. I see nothing wrong with it, and I think that it will sell. Besides the name, they've sort of got charging structures set up for it, so I definitely think that's a good thing. And you know what? There's also the possibility that Musk was sandbagging us. And I don't think that they're going to take the guys who are working on the semi-truck line and just say, shut it down. We'll get back to this next year. I think these guys are still working on it, and they're still probably going to put out some trucks. And I do think that there's people who are working on the $25,000 car, and they're going to continue to work on it. Just like there will be, we know, people working on the Cybertruck. So they're just not going to put them into full production, because that is what will drain their resources at this time, plus the chip shortage, of course. And I don't really think Tesla is much of a competitor, and the demand is way too big. Well, Tyler, I think their BEV is competition for Nikola, and it's not a bad thing. Competition is not a bad thing. It only strives for better. So I just want to see them both. Ogden, how many stocks are you guys sitting on? I'm on about 15K at this moment. That's a lot. What's your average price? That's what I want to know. Better not be 47. So I want to hear Ogden's average price, and then we're going to probably wrap it up, unless people start responding with, it's 1100 for Bjorn. That's a lot. But so is 15K. Anyone else want to say? No? Okay. How do we do on the likes? We got 10 more likes since I begged you for some likes. So come on, guys. Give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more. All right. All right. Well, I'm 34. Come on. I want to see 40. Like, quickly. All right. Ogden said $14. Okay, that's not horrible. And Bjorn won't tell us because I didn't ask. Oh, there he goes, 1128. I hope you guys were able to buy in this previous dip and bring that price down from something that was not as good before. Just makes you feel better about it. My average price, I've got two lots. One average price is $8.19, and that's my big lot. And the other lot is just like 500 shares, and that's about $10.20, I think. IML says his average is $9.90. That's a good average. But my average on the where I'm at $8.19 or something like that is, I think there's 5,200 shares. So I'm real happy with that, because I'd love to see that 15, because that would double a lot of money. Hope we make a comeback soon. Yes. Hit that bloody like button. Okay, we got to 37. I guess. Is this thing working? Hit the like button, please. And the subscribe button. Don't forget about that one. All right. That's about it. I'm going to wrap it up. Tyler, my average is 25. Bought a long time ago. I hope you brought that average down. Or have you been able to bring that down? Or is that where you did it start at 35? Well, Tyler, I know you're in for the long haul. You've been around and you've been a good supporter. So I hope it definitely turns around for you on that. 38 likes, and that's going to be it. So I want to thank everyone for being here. If you did like this, please, the like button thing. Also, subscribe for more content in the future. And check us out on Twitter at Bears Workshop, where we post pictures oftentimes before our flights, or before our flights are posted, so you guys can get a sneak peek. And we will see you back here on Wednesday. Will be the next Nikola flyover, but we'll be back for live streaming tomorrow. So for now, I'm going to wave bye-bye to you guys, and we'll see you soon. Wait. Nikola just posted something on Twitter. I'm not leaving. Or let's just take a quick look. You guys thought I was going to go. Let's see what it is. Let me see if I can get this up here. Let's see here. The Nikola mobile charging trailer. That's on YouTube. Let's bring that up, and I'll put it on the other screen, and we'll all take a look at it together real quick. Maybe. Let's see. Here it is. I'll rewind that. It started auto playing. Let's see. Make it big. Take the mute off, but I think I gotta may have to do something else because I think I have the audio shut down. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you guys don't have audio.
We're excited because
Let me see if I can get that audio for you. And we'll watch this together.
built a very innovative product. The mobile charging trailer delivers a mobile charging capability, in this case 175 kilowatts of DC fast charging, anytime, at any location, and can charge any vehicle as long as it has a CCS1 connector. This mobile charging trailer could be the answer to a lot of people's problems if they need mobility and they need charging fast. Infrastructure can be costly, but if you're a fleet and you don't want to wait 6 months to a year, this is the solution to Nikola delivering trucks like next month. When you start talking about rapid vehicle adoption, if you want to sell battery electric vehicles, you need a rapid charging solution that goes along with it.
175 kilowatt
With
charger.
one mobile charging trailer, you can charge 2 to 3 trucks in a day depending on fleet's dwell time. The state of charge reaches from 20% to 80% in 2.5 hours for individual trucks.
Now you do need a grid connection or a mobile power source to be able to provide the power needed to run the mobile charging trailer.
You need a 480 volt 3-phase connection, which is a very common connection in the commercial building. In addition, you need a 325 ampere breaker, and that's it, you're ready to go.
Our vision is that a customer says, I want to buy
Nice
some
looking
Nikola
trailer.
trucks, but I don't have any charging infrastructure located at my headquarters. What we're going to do is we're going to roll a mobile charging solution up to that location. We're going to connect it, and then we're going to get them charging all within a matter of hours.
This trailer has one charger in it. You can also have additional charger inside. This will give the opportunity to fleets and customers to charge 2 trucks at the same time, one on either side.
We'll let the fleets decide what their needs are, but we wanted to make it modular. We wanted to give the fleets options. So it's a very simplistic system. We built it that way by design so we could rapidly accelerate battery electric vehicle adoption. The fleets we've talked to are super excited that we're able to deliver a truck and a charging solution that matches the capability of the truck. So we're really pumped up to deliver these first chargers to customers.
Nice. Nice. What do you guys think? I didn't cut everybody off, so I didn't leave. What do you guys think? That was pretty cool. 2.5 hours for the charging on the battery electric. That's not bad considering that battery's over 700 kilowatts. But I like that. But I'll tell you what, that was a good little thing to just end this with. So everyone, now we're going to leave. And if anybody's got any quick comments about this, I'll give you like 2 seconds, maybe 10. But that's pretty awesome. It was a nice, clean looking trailer also. So that was good to see. I'm going to go ahead and reshare that on Twitter for everyone to see. And so it was just off of YouTube, that link, so you guys can find that because you found me on YouTube. So go ahead and take a look at that again without in the better quality. I think you guys will like that. That was a nice clean trailer. I like the fact that you can put multiple chargers in there, charge multiple trucks. So pretty nice. And we saw that trailer out there. We saw that sitting there. We got some pictures of that previously, but now we know what it's called. The MCT, the mobile charging something. Mobile charging T? What's it? I don't know. But anyway, I wonder what they're going to charge for that. That'd be interesting to know also. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And like I said, we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you Wednesday. But just come back and see us again. All right, guys.